Hi, and welcome to Julie's weekly mindset episodes on how to unlock your infinite potential so you can create the life that you desire. In this podcast, I will give you insights into who you are and what you are capable of creating. When you understand the connection between your conscious and subconscious mind, your brain and your body, understanding that your brain is plastic and changes all the time, it is called neuroplasticity. Once you change your perception and the attitude you hold towards yourself and towards the world, then you can create successful life, incredible relationships, and you can heal your body and your mind. You can't heal until you feel. You can't fix something you don't understand. In a battle between logic and emotion, emotion always wins. Let's talk today about what we can do to expand our potential. Your potential will expand if you move towards it. We all have unique abilities inside of us to do something that we really love doing. We are here for a reason. Universe sends us here for a reason to go through the school called life and complete our mission. Your purpose is not to stay in your box of thinking and live in scarcity. See, when I got very sick, I had three autoimmune conditions, and doctors told me I would never heal. I didn't believe their stories. I didn't accept, let in what they told me. I never took any drugs, and some days were very painful when I was trying to heal naturally. At the time, I was working in admin accounting, doing something that I was hating doing. And my tiny inner voice always kept me going, telling me that one day I will heal myself and I will teach and help other people. At the time, I didn't know anything about neuroplasticity or mind, brain, and body connection. So I was treating symptoms with supplements, vitamins, positive thinking, and my strong will. But I never gave up. I never took any drugs because it wasn't enough for me to hear from doctors that everyone else is taking steroids, so I should do the same. Since I was a child, I always needed and wanted deep understanding why I'm going to do something and what it will give me in return. I never did what everyone else is doing. See, majority of people are conditioned to live in the box and to do what everyone else is doing. Never think out of box because it is scary. It is uncomfortable. It is easier to be a victim and blame the circumstances and other people rather than take responsibility. So, how can you expand your potential and overcome your fears? First, what is fear? Fear is not real. If there is no physical danger, there is no fear. People use fear as excuse for unpleasant emotions they don't want to deal with, such as sadness, shame, disappointment, anger, helplessness, vulnerability, embarrassment, frustration. It is easier to say I'm scared, but if you look what is under your fear, you will see that it will be one or more of those unpleasant emotions. So have a look at your fears and ask yourself, is it real? Is it really a fear? Or is it one or more of these unpleasant emotions I just mentioned? Every one of us has inspired leader within. But if you tell yourself that you are not creative, that you can't, that others are better than you will never step into your unique way of leadership. So the question is whether we choose to awaken and embrace our inherent capacity for leadership or to overlook and be oblivious to it. I think majority of people get stuck in how. How is not your business. You need to take one small tiny step every day and your potential will expand. You will become authentic leader if you are going to be in alignment with your highest values in life, which is your purpose. It is your mission. There is some of fears you may be facing. First, fear of not being smart or creative enough. And second, fear of failure. There is more fears, but I will talk just about those two. Maybe you don't have degree to do what you love to do. I'm not saying education is not important, but to be honest, in our 20s, we usually get degree in something, and majority of us never work in our degree profession. Did you know that people can get an entire PhD studying just one tiny portion of another person's life? You can learn so much from books yourself. So if you are living in fear because you don't have degree, you don't need one to start doing what you love to do. You can learn from books, open your business and get degree later on if you want. Degree is just a piece of paper anyway. There is two types of people. People who has incredible degrees and very good marks, but are unable to find jobs and live happy and fulfilled life. And people who doesn't have degree and live purposeful life, earning millions of dollars and maybe getting degree later in life if at all. Talking about this, I want to mention that the biggest era in our educational system, we teach how to memorize textbooks and have correct answers. No one is teaching how to ask correct questions to find the best solutions. So, doesn't matter if you have degree or not. It is not about degree you hold, but about the image you hold about yourself. It is not about what do you want to do, but about who do you want to be and how do you want to feel, act, and behave. It is not about what do you want, it is about what do you want to leave behind you. It is about what do you want to be remembered for and what contribution you want to make. This is not taught at schools. I am all for education. I love learning and reading, but I would never learn something that doesn't inspire me, that is not aligned with my highest values. So I don't want lack of education to stop you from your dreams and goals. There is a long list of people who never finished high school, but who today are multimillionaires, billionaires, or world leaders in various fields. When you love something, you will educate yourself. There is so many amazing books. You can study yourself. When you are authentic to yourself and you love what you do, it is your purpose. Universe will always guide you and connect you with right people. All you need is to have strong belief that what you have and what you know is extraordinary and everyone needs it. I think degree is just an excuse, same as fear, is to do with unconscious beliefs wrapped up in unpleasant emotions that we don't want to deal with. The job of our mind is to keep you safe, and safe is familiar. However, if you want to change your life, you have to find courage to move to unfamiliar and make it familiar. When I was working in accounting field that I absolutely hated, and one day one person provoked my thinking, saying that I would be good in psychology and leadership. At the time, I had very fixed mindset, and I didn't believe I can. I was stuck in how I'm going to get degree, how I'm going to build my practice. And I didn't want to get degree, university degree in psychology and prescribe people antidepressants. This is not me. I'm a strong believer you don't need any drugs. Few years later, I took courage to pursue my purpose. I study all the time, but only what I love. I have plenty of books at home. I have also completed NeuroChange practitioner course, and I have opened my practice. I had to take baby steps, make mistakes, embrace them, and learn and move towards my potential. And I can tell you, it is true that your potential will expand when you take tiny small steps every day. You don't need degree to do that. The beauty of it is that when you are doing what you love, you always have time, you feel joy and fulfillment, and you are never tired. There is no such thing as failure. It is simply feedback that you learn something and now you know how you can do it better. Failure is just a label that you impose on yourself. So, if fear of failure is stopping you, the solution is very simple. Reconnect to your highest values and make sure that your mission and your vision is 100% aligned with your goal. Make sure you know what your highest values are. When you love what you do and it is aligned 100% with your highest values, nothing will stop you. Doesn't matter how hard it will get. And remember, there is always two sides for everything. How you view things is your choice, your perception. See, there is three types of people. People who live in their own shadows, people who live in shadows of someone else, and people who have it all. Very small percentage of people. They understand who they are authentic, they love themselves, they understand the power of their mind. I want to share with you a movie that I watched with my 10-year-old daughter this weekend. It's called Chicken Hair and the Hamster of Darkness. Great movie. I recommend it to everyone. You will find it on Netflix if it's of interest. So why it is called chicken hair? It is because a rabbit was born with chicken feet and chicken hair, and he was ashamed of his look and that he is so different. He had desire to pursue adventure, but chicken feet and the hair were holding him back from his authenticity, from his unique abilities. He was trying to wear shoes and hat to cover his differences from others, and he couldn't freely express himself when facing adventures, challenges, with the shoes on his feet and the hat. Until he understood that there is nothing to be ashamed of, he started to love his chicken feet and chicken hair. While traveling with other friends on adventure, and once he embraced his differences, he discovered his unique ability that no one else possesses. This is a beautiful story, so true to our conditioned human nature, and shows until you speak your truth, what you value the most, you will never discover your zone of genius, and you will be always be a follower, living in a box and struggling. Like this rabbit, until he embraced and stopped hiding his chicken feet and hair, he wasn't able to express himself fully and live to his full potential. This is why I say there is no competition. Every one of us has its unique ability. And very important point, it relates to confidence. Rabbit discovered his unique ability in the process, not before. He wasn't ready. Majority of people waiting for the right moment, waiting to have more confidence. You will gain confidence and discover your purpose, your unique ability when you will take action. When you will take one step and then the other, and then the other, and then the other. Confidence is not a requirement, it is a result of your actions. I'm going to leave you with the question. I wonder, what would happen if you allow your inner leader to come out of the shadows? I hope this episode helped you to understand more how to live to your full potential. Everything you want is much closer than you think. It is within you. If you want to know more how to create healthy, happy, and fulfilled life on all levels, your career, your relationship, your health, then visit my website www.infiniteintelligence.coach. Book 15 minutes free conversation, and I'm looking forward hearing your story.